What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Donnie. It's not really a review, just more of a plug, I guess you'd call it, for my good buddy Jerry Goodwin. Him's a vape shop locally, a couple of them actually. Hold on, hope I don't drop y'all. Shit. Anyway, there's a few, like 3 local vape shops called District 4. He also owns a company that makes custom tips I've talked about in other videos. It's right here, just the tip. His email address, www.justthetip.com. Just literally JUSTHATIP.com. They're made out of Ashland, Kentucky. And email sales@justthetip.com. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put this card up for a minute, and you can pause it if you want. Get the details. Feel focus. I'm using my phone, so it's there it goes. And since I'm recording off a cell phone, it won't let me put links and this and that, but I'll type it in at the bottom. So, to start this off, he makes some awesome tips. This is one. I'll show it on my videos. I don't know what it's called, but I call it the money tip. It's got little shredded pieces of money and gold flake in it. It's just not zooming worth the shit. There it goes. Like, these are hard to find because he quit making them. That's one of my favorite ones. And this, you'll see where this comes into play. This is like one of my babies. It's clear with black and red swirl in it. Well, I was at his shop maybe last week. I decided to buy this. I had one before, and I got rid of it because I didn't have nothing that would fit on and look right. Picked it up, and he has a shelf full of his tips that he makes, and surprisingly, they didn't have none before. The 30 mil twisted messes, and it's a weird size tip. It's like in between a 510 and an 810. Would it be a 710? I don't fucking know. But, sorry, I'm trying to get over a cold. It's like, let me see, 18 degrees out. And with the wind chill, they say it's like -2, -3, something like that. But anyway, this janky tip is a tip that comes on when you get them, which leaves a bunch to be desired, and they're tall as hell. So, when I bought it, I asked an employee if Jerry made any tips for it. She said no, he hadn't. And so I messaged him on Facebook, asked him if he made any or could make any. He asked me what color I'd be interested in. I was like, well, I got one I'd really like to have. You know, one that matches this, which again is this one. Can't see because of damn lighting, but it's a clear one with the red and black swirl. And he's like, alright. And the next day I went to his shop to pick up some Vape Tasia Strawberry Killer Custard Salt Nick. for this, which there'll be a review on soon. The Nord, it's awesome. But I went to pick up some juice for it. When I saw a tip that I liked, focus. Hello, phone. While I was in the store, I asked my buddy that works there to let me see this particular tip, and I sent Jerry a picture of it. I was like, or this will be cool too, like this design. That was like not even a week ago. And out of nowhere today, I was just sitting here playing some PS4, playing with my little 2-year-old son. I let him create a motorcycle, a trike on GTA 5 online, and he's like obsessed with it. So me and him was sitting here playing, got a message on Facebook, and lo and behold, it was old Jerry. He sent me a beautiful picture. It was the same stainless. I wanted the black, but they ain't have black. They only had the stainless, but the same beautiful stainless 30mm twisted messes with 2 custom tips. And I was like, bro, that's it. That's fucking sick. He's like, well, they're at the Chesapeake location for you. And I'll put it out right now. I did not pay for these tips. He gave them to me as a gift. Thank you, Jerry, if you would end up seeing this, brother. Like, I'm grateful for you, man. Like, shit, you know, I'm grateful, bro. I've still got some of the first tips you made, like, before you opened up your shop. When you worked at the shitty store that I'm not going to mention. Like, by the way, y'all, this dude taught me a lot of what I know about vaping. When I first started, he taught me how to build. He taught me a lot of shit. Like, on the shop he worked at, like, they would just rush you in and out. Didn't know their ass from a hole in the ground. But he did. And so it's kind of sentimental to me. Still wouldn't change my opinion. Like, if I thought it was junk, I would tell you it was junk. I've had friends that's in the vape industry send me stuff, and I tell them, like, yeah, I'm not feeling this, man. I'm not feeling that. Or I just wouldn't make a video about it, period. Like, I got a couple things up on the shelf that I was supposed to make a video on, and I'm kind of iffy about it. But anyway, I asked him how much I owed him for him. He was like, nothing, easier on me. I was like, fucking A, thanks, bro. That's good shit, man. I was like, well, I'll try to make it over there and grab him. It's only like maybe 6-7 minutes from my house, his closest location in Chesapeake, Ohio. So I went and walked in. My buddy just instantly grabbed it and handed it to me, and I was like, fucking A, man, because this one, which is my favorite, which you can't really see that good because on my phone, but it's like clear with black and red swirl. And he made me 2. I wanted one that matched my all black mod, and one that matched this right here, which is a V-sticking VK530. It's like a gray and black carbon fiber. Anywho, I went there and looked, and there was this bag with 2 tips in it. And where I told him about the clear one with the red and black, he hooked it up. And this one looks way better. Like, the camera's not doing it no justice because it's a front-facing camera. But it's beautiful. Like, it's flawless. Like, this camera just does it no justice at all. And it's flared, like, kind of like the recurve drip tips. How they're wide at the bottom, skinny in the middle, and then wider at the top. Like, it feels perfect in your mouth. And when I was at his shop, and I was saying, I sent him a picture of one, which is an 810. I was like, man, this would be bad, like, this shape, and they're both the same shape, but this is the other one. Which my phone ain't really gonna show the actual intricate details, but it kind of looks like a marble, like white and black and gray, and I don't know. You can kind of see it, but not the best. Like, you'll have to go to his website, but that's pretty much what it is. I was trying to make this video as a shout out for Jerry and Melissa. They're good people. They got an awesome ass shop. And if you, the consumer, are in the market for custom tips, like I've got a box full of them in there, mainly all just a tip. I've had what is it, Third Eye, and oh shit, I've had a bunch of different drip tips that I've bought online, that I bought at different shops, but I always go to these because their quality. He makes them out of like resin, I don't know, but you can go on his website, which again is www.justhatip.com, and you can design your own drip tip. You can design the shape you want. You can design like the bore. You can design like if you want an 810, 510, chuff cap for a certain RDA, whatever, he makes it all. And you can pick out, you can pick, like, you can literally make it your own one of one. And it's awesome because before I messaged him, I looked all over the internet trying to find different tips for this 30mm Twisted Messes. Couldn't find none. Just a stock drip tip, that's it. I couldn't find none at all. That's good shit. And I messaged him, and not even a week later, he had me not one, but two beautiful works of art for 30mm Twisted Messes. So if you got one, you're looking for a tip for it, go to the website justthetip.com. That's pretty much about it. I mean, I really wish you could see how good that looks. I wish you could see it how I'm seeing it. Like, it's so clear. And it looks like the red and black is just, it looks like a piece of glass. Like, it looks like a marble turned into a drip tip. Literally, it's what it looks like. And this one is badass too. Like I said, I wanted it for this other mod. I'll try to get a little bit more light to focus down here. Like so. Here's the collar of the mod. Can't really see it. And then that's the tip. Like, it's a perfect match all day, every day. Yeah. Again, huge shout out and thanks to Jerry, brother. You outdid yourself as always, man. Which is why your shop is like my home away from home. You got killer products, killer prices, amazing, friendly, very knowledgeable, helpful staff, and all y'all go above and beyond to help your customers. And your tips are just fucking awesome, bro. This right here is full of them. And then I got another little container full of them. And then I got another small container of other ones that I've liked and kept. Like, I like these tips better than my Trinity glass top caps. I got a couple old school glass Trinity drip tips too, and I use these instead. But yeah, if you got something that has a weird size drip tip, or if you just tried a bunch of other tips and want something that's good, it's gonna last you. Like, I've dropped them. I've had heavy mods with big RDAs, RTAs, straight up dropped them upside down on concrete, and these hasn't busted. But I've had other ones that I paid a lot more for that has busted. And I don't know about online. I've never ordered a tip from his website, but I know locally they're like $19.99 plus tax, so they might be the same on his website. You'd have to check it out, but you really need to go check them out. I'll put, I don't know if they'll let me put an actual link in the description since I'm on a cell phone, but I'll type out the website address, and I'll type out his email address, like, for sales and support and this and that. I'm rocking the quick little hand check for it, and I really like this mod. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I thought it was gonna be a piece of junk, but I'm really surprised with it. It's the Smo Ant sideline. Only thing I don't like about it is I wish they made the grips, which is supposedly leather, but I wish they made them face, like the pattern on them facing the same way. Like on this side, the bigger part's facing the front, and on this side, the bigger part's facing the back, and the smaller part's facing the front on this one, and the back on this side. So, but other than that, I found out you can add your own custom wallpapers. It's my 3 kids, even though you can't really see it. And on the fire screen, it's like a skull with 2 mods that kind of looks like guns, which you can't tell. I'm gonna do a review on it too. I picked this up at District 4 Vapor as well, which is Jerry's shop. Pretty much all my stuff comes from his shop. But with the build, I just took some aliens out, made some simple dual 9-wrap macros with some 20 gauge and 80. Comes out to 0.13. I guess the job done. And I'm vaping on some old school Omen Paradox berries and cream, which used to be my favorite juice, and then I hadn't saw it in like shit about 2 or so years, maybe longer. And I was at a different shop, which is like my second favorite shop, and I saw it on the shelf. I was like, holy shit. So I went back and bought a bottle of it, and it's still good, but I started liking it and vaping the shit out of it because it was really sweet, and it's not that sweet anymore. I guess maybe they changed it. This right here is magical. Oh yeah, Country Cloud Strawberry Cornbread Pudding. And there's one of my babies, like clockwork. It must be close to 4. It's time for her to get up. I got as close as 3:25. Can't see it, but anyway. Alright, y'all. I'm done ranting and rambling. I'm delirious and this video's too long. Shout out to Jerry Goodwin. Shout out to District 4 Vapor and Ashland Boyd and Chesapeake. Shout out to Just a Tip. On that note, Jerry, thanks, brother. And y'all, I want you some custom tips and tired of the same old same. Go create your fucking own. And go do that and let my boy Jerry take care of you. He'd be more than happy to. And you'll get some beautiful works of art. Especially if you got a tank or anything you can't find a tip for. If there's something that you want specific, tell him, he'll make it for you. He even makes the slip-on tips for like the Cletos and stuff like that. And like this, it's a Baby Beast V2 that don't take an actual drip tip. It's got the little metal joint already on it, and then it's got the sleeve. I don't know if he has them for the Baby V2. I know he's made them for a Cleto 120 and other tanks, but you can tell him, and he'll get you what you need. I guarantee you that. Have a good one, y'all.